Hi there, this is Rob, and this is the 2-minute overnight overview for Tuesday. We had an interesting decision at the close yesterday, so I'll talk a little bit about it. Here's the odd sheet of subscribers viewed on Monday afternoon. As you can see, both SPY and ES had their averages highlighted in orange. Orange highlight means they meet the minimum short criteria. Some people might think that red would make more sense since green signifies bullish, but I used orange instead because red and green look the same to my colorblind subscribers. Anyway, they both provided ample evidence to suggest a possible short side edge. ES numbers were bearish when looking at price action, internals, and seasonality, but I had some reservations. For one, there were no edge finder studies to support the bearish odds sheet. That's not a huge problem, but it's always nice to see supporting evidence. The biggest problem in my eyes was that the other 6 index securities we tracked did not confirm. In fact, several of them suggested slightly bullish odds, including QQQ, IWM, and NQ. With overnight correlations typically very high between the indices, divergent evidence like this can raise a red flag. With all this in mind, and the fact that I would again be using the lower target amount, I decided to sit out the possible short trade, considering it too aggressive for my taste. So let's take a look and see how the night played out. My discretion served me well last night as the market put in a move higher. It settled at 1435.5 on Monday. Not much happened until 5:30 a.m., then futures started rallying. In the end, ES gapped up 6.25 points. So let's take a look at the daily chart, and I'll discuss a study that may trigger this afternoon. After closing at a 10-day low just 2 days ago, ES is now primed to close at a 5-day high. I looked at other times since the beginning of 2007 that ES closed at a 5-day high after closing at a 10-day low within the last 2 days. Here's a look at the results. 20 of the 32 instances were followed by gaps up the next day. 11 instances posted gaps down. With gaps up averaging twice the size of gaps down, the stats appear to suggest a decent upside edge. Here's a look at the profit curve. It's not as steady as I would prefer, but it's continuing to make new highs. One caveat with this setup is that I only ran it back to 2007 because prior to that there was no distinct edge. Still, it seems to be working now, so if we see other confirming evidence this afternoon, I may look to take a long trade overnight. Thanks for listening and rest easy.